Do you feel the pulse?
Welcome back, my GNT family. Hey, look, we got a great episode for y'all. Without further ado, I don't want to hold up this whole entire. I'm messing up. Let's go. I'm not going to start off this whole episode all bad and everything like I did like a couple weeks ago. We're going to start off good. I'm focused, man. I'm focused. I got y'all covered. But I'm not by myself. Thank goodness. I got my crew with me. Tone the promoter.
Yizzo, what's going on, GNT Sports World? Thank y'all for showing up to another episode. Episode 62. Where can I go with this one? Episode Jason Kelsey, man. Let's get it.
Bird Gang in the building.
Yes. We was talking about that behind the scenes, episode 62, and I pleaded my case to Tone, the Cowboys fan, and I told him, yo, man, don't even try to pull anything off. You know, this is the Jason Kelsey episode 62. But let me not get long-winded. Let's get it.
Your normal crew for the evening. Taya already in the building. First Lady Taya in the building. Yeah, crazy, right, Taya? Crazy. My man mentioned Jason. Hold on, I got to do this right. I have to do this right.
Hey, listen,
Where's he
man.
at? There he is. Jason Kelsey, episode 62.
Hey, man, listen. I've dedicated, a couple shows to a few of my guys, man. You know what I mean? Why not spread the love, man? I hate y'all, but you know what I'm saying. I don't hate y'all like that much, man. I give y'all a little bit of respect. You know what I mean? Somewhere.
Oh my goodness! Look, for my Instagram family that's there, I do see y'all. D-Boy back again. Auntie One.
What it do? What it do?
Bubba Cars in the building. Shout out. Yeah, Foster. Yeah, Foster Art. Absolutely.
Foster, what it do?
So, yeah, Foster Art is phenomenal, man. Absolutely phenomenal. We miss him. Do we really? We can get into that later. Do we really miss Jason Kelsey? Do we really? Because the one thing that's actually decent on the O-line was actually Cam. Like, I actually like how he's playing. That's a different question for a different day, though. Yeah, he didn't want to dedicate 55 to Brandon Graham. Thanks for remembering that. Thanks for remembering that, Taya. That's right. I said Brandon Graham.
Stop bringing up old ish, man. Keep telling y'all, man. Stop. I've grown since episode 55, man. Stop.
Yo. Okay, so look, let's get into it. The last couple times I kind of caught y'all off guard, but I'm not going to this time. Gentlemen, how are y'all doing today?
Yo, man, how am I doing today? I'm doing well on today, man. Like I said, like I'm gonna say every time you ask me that question, man. As long as I wake up on the day, I'm good. So, yeah, I mean, long grueling day at work, man. Of course, and of course, the same thing I do every day, man. I work and I spend time with my kids, man. So, you know what I mean. Doing this, sitting with y'all, man. You know, at the night, obviously, is a breeze, man. To talk some sports, man. So, great day for me, man. I'm feeling good, man. Let's get it.
I mean, as for me, I mean, it's obviously just like Tone said. I mean, anytime you get to wake up and be blessed and stuff like that, regardless of how things going and how things play out. I mean, you guys just got to be grateful for that. But I mean, we lost quite a few legends in the sports realm of things. So other than that, man, I mean, other than that, I'm good, man. I can't complain.
That's actually a really good segue for us to go ahead and get right into the conversation of the two legends that we just lost this week. Now, mind you, there's two legends in sports that we lost, but in actuality, we actually lost like four legends this week, two actors, and then two in the sports world. But we're going to concentrate on the sports world right now. So
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, and it's crazy, as Joel kind of said, like behind scenes, it's crazy how the two that we lost sports wise both have Philadelphia ties. That would make it
Right,
so
right,
like
right.
you know what I mean? Uh yeah, Ty is mentioning the other legend we lost, Mr. John Amos.
John Amos. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, best TV dad
Best
ever.
TV
Hey, look,
dad ever. I don't know.
meanest
I
looking
know.
TV dad ever. But
Yeah, he's ready. Yeah,
man,
James, I was ready for the smoke.
every time, man, that was
He was
crazy.
ready for the smoke.
But nonetheless, I mean, we lost Mr. Nick, the Kembe Mutombo. I could never say his first name right.
Yeah,
Uh,
the
and
king.
then the one and the only Mr. Pete Rose. Both of those guys passed away just the other day. Like, hey guys, y'all guys can get right
Insane
into it.
day.
But yeah, it's crazy, crazy, and it's like it for me. Like it. I want to say it hit me hard, but like I always try to like bless a good day with a good jersey, right? So
Mhm.
the other day I went ahead and I went ahead and pulled out the Pete Rose throwback jersey, right? When I had to put that on to visit my family. They had like a housewarming. And then as soon as I got home, took it off, put it on, went to work the next day, found out he passed away. Yo, what's
Yeah,
going on,
it
Stokes?
happens like that, man.
Yeah. So
Stokes,
anyway,
what it do, Stokes?
so look, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and go into to Mr. Mutombo. What you guys
Yeah,
who
man. I
want to talk
mean,
about him first?
I'll jump in here. I mean, for me, it hit home because that's when we had that playoff run with Iverson and him on the team, and obviously it. Man, when I heard the news, I was like, I couldn't believe what I was reading. I'm like, damn, dude. And probably the more important thing, I mean, everyone that knows what he did on the court, but I mean, if you really read and keep tabs on what these players do off the court, like he was the standard. I mean, like, dude went back to his home country, and I mean, he did a lot of things at hospitals, and I mean, everything you could think of that someone with that ability to do that, as far as having the money, the monetary part, and being able to do that and giving back. Because a lot of people say that, but once they get the money and touch the money, they kind of let the fame, and it's important to do what they want to do and forget where they came from. And everyone that you see in the sports world that talked about him and knew him well, really just had nothing but A class things to say about him as far as off the court. So for that matter, man, I mean, like, I only personally got to see him on the court and what he did for, the NBA, and then when he was here for the 76ers, man. But this dude was a very, very special guy, on and off the court. And I think that's why it hit a lot of the people that knew him well, you know, and it's just a devastating loss, because not Dikembe Mutombo, the player, Dikembe Mutombo, the person. And there's not a lot of people like that out there that, they got the fame, and they think like, the only thing that they need to do is take care of their family and stuff like that. But when you come from a struggle like he did, where I mean, dude, like, let's face it, anybody that comes from that part of the world are faced with a lot more adversity than we think. And like, he never forgot where he came from, and it's something that for me is admirable. And it was a great loss.
Yeah, for sure, man. Just to piggyback off of what Joe said, man, about the run that he had, man, when we signed him, to come here to be that anchor, for AI, man. And if it wasn't for, what I'm saying, Big Shaq, man, and obviously, Kobe being Bryant, man, they would have been able to, raise the trophy, down here in Philly, man. But, the Dikembe Mutombo, man, what I probably had to say about him, man, is that I think that he was the best shot blocker of all time. Um, Yo, the way he protect the room was like none other, man. I know y'all been seeing the clips that's been going viral with Clarence Weatherspoon, man. Like he blocked the shot 3 times in a row, man. Affected his shot. Not his shot, but just anybody else's that he played, against. A Georgetown, legend, man. And they came from the, what, centers I guess you could say, man, with who they brought up, who John Thompson brought up through the down there in Georgetown, man. And He's legendary. He's part of that Nuggets team, that 8 seed that knocked off that number one, Seattle Supersonics team. I think they were the first 8 seed to do that, So he's a part of that, part of that history, man. And like I said, having that tie to Philly, man, him, rocking out down Broad Street for us, man, 55 always be, dedicated, in my heart, man, just a pillar of the game, man. Like I said, what he brought to the game, man, and that legendary clip, another one, when him and Jordan is talking about, did he ever dunk on him, and and the Kimbe is like, he never dunked on
Get,
me, and
get
She
Scotty.
sounded like
Get
the Cookie
Scotty.
Monster. Yeah,
Get
call, hey,
Scotty.
ball boy.
Go,
They're
ball
telling the
boy.
ball
Go,
boy.
Scotty.
Right. And then, you got Patrick Ewing in there, like, what? He ain't never turn you into no highlight, you know what I'm saying? Mike never put you on the poster, this and that. And then obviously the legendary night that Mike got him. And, Mike hit him with the, no, 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 John, man. But, that right there is legendary. You know what I mean? When Cats back in the day, he used to block shots. You wanted to do the, Matumbo finger, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Cats do it much today, but back when yeah, he definitely made that finger waving famous, and it was a thing too. Like we took it to the courts, we blocking shots. We ain't nothing like Matumbo, but we throwing, he was throwing that finger up, man. So definitely had a trendy, thing that everybody was doing part of the game, man. So rest in peace to Kimmy Matumbo. Like I said, best shot block in the game, in my opinion, man.
Look,
Yeah, real quick, before we move off that topic, just to, kind of put things into perspective, like Tone just said, the best blocker in the game. 5 game series. They were down 2 games. They come back to win 3 games and win the series. So you're like, all right, whatever, obvious, blah, blah, blah. So he had in those 5 games 31 blocks in that 5 game series. That shows you what kind of dominance on the defensive end. This man was just a monster, bro. Like on the court, 31 blocks in 5 games. Like that shows you from, like Tone said, they were the 8th seed to take out the 1 seed in that 5 game series. But the more impressive thing was they were down 0-2 and they needed to win 3 games in a row. And on top of that, this man recorded 31 blocks. Man, listen, with the tie to Philadelphia and then Joel Embiid having the tie to him
yeah.
specifically, like I really think, man, Joel Embiid, like Tone was saying, like we took it to the court when we were younger and playing. No, no, no. Like he really needs to sit there and think about something that he can do when he gets his first block this season. Like he needs to pay homage to that man and do
Yeah.
the finger thing. I mean, whatever, bro. Like I just feel like I hope all the players do it. Just like remember when Kobe passed, they did the 8 second and then the 24 second thing, like something like that, man, because this man really meant something not only to the game, but what he meant to all the people that he helped out, in his country and just the players and all through the NBA, man. I put it this way, like you never heard anybody say anything bad about this man.
Nothing.
But man, when I saw that stat line on for that 5 game series, I was like, yo, like I didn't even know that until I looked it up. But man, truly great guy, man, on and off the court, man. Definitely gonna be missed. And man, that's just sometimes how the chips fall, man. So
Yo, the crazy thing is, like, he even made going to the supermarket fun. Remember his commercial where he was going around and smacking stuff out of people's hands? No, no, no. Especially when he smacked the cereal out of the woman's hand and exploded in her hand. Yo, like, he was just, he turned that one thing that he was great at, and like that he made a name for himself off of that. Like, yo, and then, like, almost all the money that he made, just like y'all guys already stated, he took that back over to his country to make schools, to make water, to make running water in certain lands over there. And like, he was a real humanitarian for real.
right.
And
He did a hospital. Like, bro, think about that. He went back to his country, built a hospital, and made sure they had the technology to be able to do MRI scans and stuff like that. So this man was a man of the people, and I mean, you got people like, we look at players like, man, they're phenomenal, they're the GOAT, this and this and that. Man, that dude's the GOAT off the court. Like, I mean, for as many things as he's done, and I mean, like, I know you guys argue the GOAT talk and all that, but that's where people, when it comes to LeBron and MJ, where LeBron has been doing a lot of the same similar things, in Ohio and having the schools and all that stuff. But to be able to pull that off, man, to go back to your country and put a hospital up, because you know how many, kids and people been dealing with a lot of things that are simple in a setting like in the US, but taking it back and bringing that setting to your country, man, is just phenomenal.
yeah, he's an icon. He's an icon and a hero for most people, especially in this country. So, an absolute icon, an absolute legend. We lost a good one. Definitely
Yeah,
lost a good
and
one.
what was so
So,
crazy too about that, man, is that I ain't even know, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even know this dude had cancer, man. They definitely kept that under wraps, man. They kept it silent because I was just like, wow, like, I mean, it was a shock, you know what I mean?
mhm.
First to hear him just passing, anyway, but then it was a shock to hear what it was from because I'm not sure of last time, but I could have swore I had just seen him on TV not too long ago. You know what I mean? And he didn't look sick, so I'm not sure if it was like all of a sudden, if it hit him, you know what I'm saying, and took him fast. But definitely a
Mhm.
shock to hear what it was, because like I said, I didn't hear no whispers about, what I mean, him having cancer.
Right. And you could kind of see like him being such a selfless person that he probably knew, and he's one of them type people that I'm just gonna go get the help that I need and not disclose this to my family or people that are,
Mhm.
close to me, or he probably one of them type dudes that didn't want no one to know, and like look at him differently, or check on him more than they would and stuff like that. But I mean, just a selfless guy. Like, I'm not surprised that it was kept under wraps.
Yo, speaking of that, did you hear that the day that John Amos supposedly he passed in August? Did y'all see that?
Huh?
Nah, I didn't see that.
John Amos, they said John Amos supposedly passed away on August 21st, yo. Hey Joe, you on the net? Look that up real quick, yo. They said his daughter found out the same day the world found out.
What?
Yeah, it said he
I
died August. Yeah, it said he died August 21st. Yo, like, why did the news just come out about that?
Ty says his family
Yeah,
released it yesterday.
his family used it yesterday. Yeah, yeah, yo. I was like, wow. Yeah, it's on Google and everything though. Like his the deceased date, it says 8/21.
Said his son didn't tell his daughter.
His
Yeah,
daughter, yeah, she said she ain't know. She found out, you know what I mean, just like everybody else did. And I'm like, dang, like did she not try to call him in that month and a half? Or I'm like, dang,
His
that's
Instagram
wild,
didn't
man.
exist. Like, okay.
You said did the gram not exist? You said?
Yeah, did Instagram not exist for you to contact her that way?
Oh,
I don't
I was
know.
wondering where
Yeah,
you was
I
going
don't
with
know.
that.
like Facebook
Yeah,
stopped working.
And
yeah, I
his
don't know,
best role
man.
was in
I just
Coming to America for me, man. He was,
McDowell's.
coming to America. Yeah,
yeah,
McDowell's.
yeah. When he shut the
McDowell's.
McDowell's.
door
Yeah,
on the ex-boyfriend, was like, "Get out of here. We have a prince in the
yeah,
house." I was done. Yeah,
Yeah, and he sicked the
yeah.
dog on him.
He said he had
yeah.
some
I
money.
warned you,
Right, he had some
Fifi.
money.
Get him.
Get him. Yeah.
Yo,
Oh, goodness.
Ultimate
yeah,
talent.
man,
Ultimate
for
talent, man.
sure, for
So
sure,
just
man.
putting just a bow on the end of this one, Mr. Mutombo. We appreciate everything you brought to this world. God bless you and your family. I pray that that your passing wasn't terrible. Hope it was peaceful and your family was with you. So God bless you, man. And
Sure,
see.
for
No,
sure.
no, no.
Said Dottie got him.
Dottie, yes. Dottie. Dottie. Get him. Next, the other legend that we lost.
Now that's going to be controversial all across the board because you know what I'm hearing now about him? Not even so much along the lines of the gambling, but it was the underage girls that he's supposed to have been accused of being with as well. So they trying to hang that now over the head, you know what I'm saying, more than down this gambling, situation. But I mean, I don't know what measure, you hold that under, you know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
we definitely obviously know what he did on the baseball field, you know what I'm saying, the numbers he put up, the nickname that he got for what he did, how he ran the bases, how he played the game, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You know, is that? I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I know as a person, you got to carry yourself a certain way. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing certain things, you just can't be out here. You know what I mean? Being a menace or, you know what I mean? Just being a terrible person. Um, you know what I mean? So I guess it's kind of hard when you try to grade someone on their career on what they did outside of the ring, the field. I went off the ice. You know what I'm saying? Whatever sport you want to call it, but it's just like him being in the Hall of Fame for what he did as what they call a baseball player, there's no question. You know what I mean? There's no question. Do we frown upon him because he bet on his team? I mean, I'm sure he bet on his team to win. You know what I'm saying? If he would have bet on them to lose, then you know what I'm saying, that's something different. Um, but the work he put in on the field and the numbers he put up, he was trying to win that damn game. So he was trying to win that money as well too. But like I said, man, he even said in an interview that we seen recently, man, that they probably wouldn't honor him or put him in the Hall of Fame, until he passed away. So, you know what I mean? Obviously, now that happened, I'm not sure if they're in the works or they're in the talks or whatever. It may not happen. May not happen at all. You know what I'm saying? We never know. But um, definitely for what he did to the game, connection that he had with Philly. You know what I'm saying? He wore his heart on his sleeve. Um, I didn't really, what I'm saying, obviously see him play because he played back in the day, you know what I'm saying? But to the clips that you've seen and of course the numbers that we, see that he put up, man, all time baseball talent, all time great, man. So rest in peace to Charlie Hustle. He was definitely a legend, man, in my eyes.
Yeah, I'll jump in, man. I mean,
Yeah, go ahead. I
it's
was just waiting
definitely
for you.
going
I'm sorry.
yeah, it's definitely going to be a super controversial thing if, when they revisit the Hall of Fame and all that stuff, but I mean, you got the all-time hits leader. I mean, like in a sport where they struggling to create excitement and build upon the game where there's all these constant changes to speed up the game to get that action. And before we jumped on, we was talking about that era because there's other individuals, Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, where they had that home run stuff where it was like one of the peaks for baseball where they used it to their advantage but then now they're penalizing these players for taking steroids. But during that time, that was one of the peaks for baseball. So now, fast forward to where we're at now in times, you're talking about what they're trying to generate is offensive games, excitement, home runs, and all that stuff. And it's like your all-time hits leader for the league is not even in the Hall of Fame. Regardless of what he did off the diamond, and you know what I mean. Uh, it's still, like he did his part for the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things that like Tone said, man, it's going to be one of the controversial things, and for us to lose two legends like that, and you got one that was dominant on the court from a defensive standpoint and did everything right off the court in
Mhm.
Dikembe, and then you have another one where he did everything probably to the highest standard far as hits go, switch hitter, all that stuff. I mean, dude was just that guy. I mean, I was listening to Larry Boa talk about him on the radio, and it was just like, man, this dude was really about, like off the diamond, he was about that party life. You know what I mean? So you had two people, I'm sure he wasn't thinking about doing the same things Matumbo was doing. But, the only thing that I would kind of like throwing that in the monkey wrench into this, it would be like back in the day, them players wasn't getting paid like they're getting paid now. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they were getting paid, but I mean, they're not touching nowhere near the money that they're touching now. You know what I mean? So it was one of them things where you had some players that had part-time jobs and stuff like that and trying to make ends meet and stuff like that. Like I had the opportunity to meet Pete Rose in Vegas with my friend, and we got autographs from him and took pictures with him and stuff like that. And he's like, yo, he's like, you don't even tell me where you from. I know you guys from Philly just by the way y'all talking. And then we was like, yo, that's crazy. So we just started getting stories from him, and it was a signing, and it was a line, and he's just like cool as hell, like down to earth, like we talking now. And it's just gonna be interesting to see how things play out. And like I was telling Larry, I said the interesting thing right now would be where if they do induct them to the Hall of Fame, it will be, I don't want to say a clout chasing move for the MLB to get him into the Hall of Fame after he passed, but the level of importance ain't there no more because that's all that dude ever wanted was to get into the Hall of Fame. And
Yep.
that's what a lot of his, teammates said and people that knew him well. So now it's like me personally thinking like if that was my father and he passed, and then I know one of the things he wanted was to get into the Hall of Fame for the MLB to call me and ask me to be at a ceremony. Now, that my father's gone, like I told Larry, I'll be on some, oh yeah, that sounds good. No problem. Let us know the dates and all that stuff. Set up the arrangements. And I wouldn't even show up because of the fact that you didn't show up for my father while you was here. And then now you want to make it look good for the MLB to bring him in because he passed. Like, there's no point in it. You know what I mean? Unless you're a person of faith and you like, hey, he's smiling, looking down in heaven and all that stuff. But seriously, the level of importance for me is like, if I'm in that situation, like, listen, man, like you could send me whatever the trophy or whatever you get for the Hall of Fame, and I'm not attending your ceremonies. If he wasn't good enough to be there and attend the ceremony, neither are we. But that's just from my perspective. But it's definitely going to be interesting.
Yo, I'm up here. I'm just looking at his stats, right? Just real quick. I'm not going to go too deep into his numbers. 4,256 hits. 4,256. 1,314 RBIs. Family. He's obviously, number wise, he's a walking Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? Like, without a doubt, Hall of Famer. He should have been in there.
Man, how many people in MLB history got 4,000 hits? Like, come on, man. Everybody
It's
don't
the
do that.
highest,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
It's the highest.
Everybody don't do that. Like, so come on, man. Like, it's crazy to me that this dude's not in the Hall of Fame, man. Like I said, for some gambling, allegations, man. Well, obviously he did it, but come on, man. Like, stop it, man. What he did, just because he bet on the game, it didn't enhance his play. Like, him betting on himself didn't make him get hit 4,000 hits. He was a great baseball player. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that's what you get graded on, you know what I'm saying? On what it is that you do for the sport, you know what I mean, while you playing the game. You know what I mean? I don't think he's ever been in any controversy as far as like steroids or in play enhancements. Like, so everything he did was from the muscle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, this numbers the number speaks for itself. Like when they took the Heisman away from Reggie Bush. You still couldn't tell me he wasn't the Heisman that year because I watched him play. Like,
Yeah.
so what? He took a couple extra dollars, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. The cars or whatever. He was still the best college football player that year. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't change the fact that these people are good at what they do, even though they, you know what I'm saying, messed up off the field or whatever.
So gambling is against the rules. Absolutely tired. Look, like we definitely agree. We definitely agree. We know that the man messed up. And we knew that, how he messed up. He admitted it. I mean, it's not like he actually did kind of go against it for a long time, but then he finally admitted that, like, yeah, I did gamble on baseball. And that ban is on him and it's real ban. But here's the thing. We're going to see years down the line. If that man make it into the Hall of Fame, then everything that we've been riding on with the rules being the rules being the rules is all going to be all for naught. And if that man end up becoming in the Hall of Fame, which his numbers show that he should, but if he end up getting in the Hall of Fame, they literally just wanted that man to be tortured and not have his time that he wanted.
So, well,
That's the only
wait,
thing I can
question Tyler. Hey, wait, question Tyler. So, should he be in the Hall of Fame, Tyler? Does she think he should be in the Hall of Fame, even though he gambled and did all the bad things? I mean, what about him playing the game?
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, she put no. Okay.
the rules are the rules are the rules. In Ty's eyes, the rules are the rules. IG family,
But the
same
Barry
question to
Bonds
y'all.
but look, Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, they all gonna make it. they cheated and broke the rules.
I
Like
don't think so, bro.
No, they
they
banned
going
him.
they
They even A-Rod's on that list too
Yeah.
because they actually
a,
cheated
a or
for
A
the
Roy,
game.
A Roy,
That's the
but
two
they let
things.
them
No, that
they
was the
let them
two
do
things.
that. They right. Oh,
That's what I mean. Yeah, with the they shouldn't make it either. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
right.
Now,
Yeah,
hang
that's
tight.
what we were saying about that too, man. We were like when we were right before we jumped on, we was talking about that. But the MLB profited heavy off that home run race that they had that year. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Heavy.
you know what I mean? It's like, yo, at what point in time did you test them after everything kind of like after everything happened, played out?
after
Because
they made the money, after they got the
they went
popularity
from
again.
40 home runs, 50 home runs to 70. Like, at what point in time did you guys decide to test these guys for steroids? Oh, after it was all said and done, after you made that bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's
Bought baseball
hypocritical,
back.
bro. It's
Yeah, they
hypocritical.
use it. They used it to get because baseball was failing. The numbers was low. You know what I mean? Ratings was low.
Mm-hmm.
It was stinking. So you know what I mean? Just like in football, that's why they protect the quarterback the way they do. Because if essentially the quarterback can't get touched, he has time to throw the football. Somebody's going to get open. They're going to make the big plays. The touchdown's going to be scored. Points is going up. So it just like I forget what analysts I heard said. They said the quarterback position is the only position that doesn't get paid off of like talent. It gets paid off of the next person's contract. Like the quarterback position, like they just give them the money. You know what I'm saying? Like we're running backs. Like Derrick Henry is making $16 million in 2 years, but He's about to be like they have like a seventh season of 2,000 yards maybe or something crazy like that. But they can't get paid, but they won't pay off Justin Herbert, who stinks right now. But he getting the bag. Like it's crazy, man. It's crazy. They do the stuff to enhance the game, and you know what I'm saying. They made their money off of those guys, like you said, with the juicing and all of that. You know what I'm saying. Then it's all something like, whoop, nope, you guys cheated. You know what I'm saying. We with the numbers are where they are. You know, we got billions of viewers now. World Series is back. Like we don't need you guys no more. So boom, just like just like with Diddy, man. Like whatever he did, they don't need him no more. So they take him right out the game. So. That's pretty
Right.
much what
And
it is.
yeah, and the other thing is too is like if you're not going to let him into the Hall of Fame, right? For Pete Rose and well, not Pete Rose so much because his stuff was, off the diamond. But
Mhm.
for Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, if you're not letting them in the Hall of Fame,
Roger
you
Clemens.
might as well remove those stats off. You know what I mean? Because that's cheating. Just like the same way
Do they got that?
Devin,
Are they supposed to have the asterisks?
right?
Supposedly.
That's
Do the Barry Bonds don't got the
right.
asterisks or whatever?
Right. Then you got Devin Haney and Garcia that fall. Garcia won, but since he had the performance enhancement, they took the L off his record. You know what I'm saying? So it's like again, I keep going back to like, dude, it was to me, it was obvious. Mark McGuire from when he started came back looking all swole. Barry Bonds, his head looked like a watermelon. Like Sammy so looked like he was busting out his uniform. And it's like, bro, like, it, someone needed to
Then
test
Sammy
these
Sosa
guys,
turned white.
right? Somebody should have ended up freaking testing these guys like 162 games, bro. Not at one point in time during the season, no one thought about testing these guys. Why? Because it was so
Making money.
important to the MLB to have that home run race. And then now you penalizing these guys later on in life. Like, yeah, that was great and all, but you can't get in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? But that really was a pinnacle for the MLB, man. And you got your all-time hits leader, your all-time home run guys, not gonna be able to get in the Hall of Fame. You might as well not have it at this point.
How about it? Yo, just real quick, just want to go ahead and put a pause and go ahead and talking to our Instagram family. Hey, I do see y'all. Thank y'all so much for being there. Kimberly, 215 Boss, Lady Leo, Fitness Queen, Lagosto. If I said that wrong, it's okay. I'm sorry. But if I
I'm
said it
sure you
right,
said it wrong, bro. I'm sure you
I'm pretty sure I did. But much love, regardless, I do see y'all. I thank y'all so much for tuning in as always. And look, drop in the comments. Should Pete Rose be in the Hall of Fame? Drop in the comments. Tell me what you think. All right. Now, it's funny because if you actually see the title of this week's episode is How Will You Be Remembered? And that's primarily when it comes to the two different Hall of Famers that we have here, that we're talking about that passed away. It's amazing the differences that we have. We have one legend that's going to be remembered as a hero in this town compared to Pete Rose. How will he be remembered? Will he be remembered as the one that failed baseball and not going to be a Hall of Famer? Or is he going to be looked at as that great and one day he'll be acknowledged for it? It's an interesting conversation to have. Test players. Yes, MLB do test players throughout the season, and they tend to. I think they was, if I'm right, during that steroid era. Uh, I think they were saying that they were testing them. It was something weird that was going on with them because they should have been tested, especially after they were smacking like the 65th home run. You would think that somebody would have been tested, but apparently not. P. Rose would be remembered as a great gambler.
Oh man.
How we will? We
He's
don't know if he
taking
won.
digs at him.
You don't
Damn.
even
Let
know.
Pete rest
You
in
don't even,
peace. Damn.
you don't even
Does
know if he
the
won. We
headstone
don't know
gonna
if he
say
won.
the gambler? That's messed up, bro.
Oh
Crazy.
my God.
That's what the MLB. That's what they want him to be remembered for. You know what I'm saying? Like they try to take that away from him and try to just throw that out there whenever he bring his name up. You know what I'm saying? That he gambled. Shit, how we know he was a good gambler? We knew he gambled. Shit, did he win?
Oh man. See, the thing
Oh
is with the
Jesus.
gambling is like, yo, it's frowned upon. Yes, it's against the rules. Yes, but how did it really impact the game? He didn't throw a game. He didn't get bet against himself. He bet his team will win. So he's just trying to make an extra couple dollars. Versus like now, if he bet against his team, now you got all the unknown factors because they didn't have no FanDuel account or anything like that where you could go back and check receipts. Hopefully we get that sponsor. FanDuel. Yep. But yeah,
I think
so yeah, but it's just one of them things where it's like, all right, cool. Now the guys that were hitting the home runs that were on steroids, they use something to enhance their performance. So you can see how that band comes into play. But from a baseball standpoint, you still gotta have, eye ball, hand coordination, looking at the ball. Like it takes a lot more than just having the strength. You still got to make contact. So you could argue that as well. But man, we never gonna know. We never gonna find out. Hopefully something's done. But I think if you're gonna use all their accolades as being the top home runs, all time hits leader, like you got to give them that recognition and bring them into Hall of Fame.
so. Just clear it up here. Ty is saying I'm saying a great and gambler. Okay, that one word being out messed up that whole joint. Pete Rose, we remember, as a great gambler. That one word and makes a big difference
Nah,
in
yeah,
that
she said
sentence.
what she said. She tried to clean it up.
She
Nah, she
trying to
said what
clean it
she
up
said.
now.
Yeah.
She circled back like,
She
oh, that
said
really came out wrong.
right,
Yeah.
My bad, Pete Rose. My bad.
right. Uh, nah, he said he was a great
Pete
gambler.
Rose
He was,
gonna
you
haunt her in her
know
dreams, like, yeah,
Yeah.
gambling, hit you right with a bat over your head.
what I mean?
You don't wake up like, oh my God. Feel like I got hit with
Got
a
this
bat.
massive headache.
I got this headache. I got this knot in my head. Like, what the
Right,
hell?
right. I'm doing. Yeah, she typing too fast.
Yeah.
It's
She
all
got
good. It's
Twitter
all
fingers.
good.
Come on.
Yeah, no, that's what Tone does. Okay. Nah, she
No.
said tone clears out, clears stuff up. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, Tone
it's
always trying to
infectious
clean
then.
something up. Yeah.
It's
A bunch of
infectious then because
Lysol.
you're trying to clean something up now. You're trying to clean something up now. It's infectious.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so once again, rest in peace, Mr. Pete Rose. Uh I was always, a fan of Mr. Charlie Hustle. Like he was the man. I mean, without any kind of doubts, he was definitely the man. So rest in peace, sir. Appreciate all the, everything you brought to the game, the excitement you brought to Philly. And I mean, I'm gonna rock my Pete Rose jersey with pride. See if I can try to grab another one, actually. I don't want that one getting messed up. Anyway, so moving on. How will you be remembered, New York Knicks? How will you be remembered, 76ers? How will you be remembered? So here's this new New York Knicks team. After the trade that just happened, and now everybody's a buzz. I'm just going to just show the cover of our episode. As y'all guys can see, we pretty much know the Philadelphia roster. And we know the New York Knicks starting lineup there. I'm going to ask y'all guys. At the end of the season, Knicks versus Philadelphia, or Knicks versus anybody, how would this team be remembered? as a waste of talent, because both teams are talented, will it be a waste of talent? Or do you think they actually have a chance to do something and make some noise this year?
Yeah, of course, they got a chance to make some noise this year. I'm going to say, the top three teams this year in the East is going to be Philly, New York, and Boston. So at the end of the year, how will they all be remembered is how they perform in the playoffs, of course. Boston already, did what they needed to do, what I'm saying, capitalized last year, won a championship. The Knicks proved they beat us last year, what I'm saying, in the playoffs. So we bolstered up. You just showed the roster. So we gotta be the ones. I think we this year. This is the year that we have to prove that we belong, and that we got to be remembered as one of the top teams. In the East, man. Embiid has to get out the second, and he's coming into came into camp 25 pounds lighter. So we need to. What happened? Why are you looking like that?
I'm sorry. Keep going.
Um, yeah, so like I said, yeah, man, like we need to be the team that show up, this year to be the remember, for all the acquisitions, that we brought on, man. Paul George, you got to get over this playoff hump, that people so hang over your head that you don't show up, when need be. Obviously we know the rising star that we got and Tyrese Maxey, and we just need Embiid to stay healthy. And like I said, him coming in 25 pounds, lighter into the season, I think is a to me is proving that he's taking it serious. You know what I'm saying? Like he really wants to do something. He knows that the weight and him being in shape was always the issue. You know what I'm saying? I think that hampered him a lot. Not saying that that's what caused him to get hurt, but it could have prevented. You know what I'm saying? Him from getting hurt. So. The Knicks, they're gonna be good. But listen, I don't know how good they're gonna be because I don't know. Are we gonna get suburban cat or are we gonna get the in the hood cat? So what I'm saying, that all depends. And he can't be their five. I'm sorry. Because nah, no way that's their nah. They gotta have a center, playing against us, man. And be killing all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, so one of them is not playing. Ananobi or Cat, you're not in the game. So I don't know if that's where Mitchell Robinson comes into play, but and then my man, like I said, my man losing weight, so he's definitely out there trying to, trying to be that guy. So um, like I said, Boston did what they needed to do last year, so obviously they the ones who we got to knock off the throne, so they gonna be ready, but yeah, man, we got to be remembered as making the Eastern Conference Finals, man. That's what we got to be remembered of doing this year, not falling short.
Absolutely. Ty, I agree with you. Don't need all that weight on his knees, Joel. Was that a pause moment? We good? Okay. Just in case. Just in case.
Right.
So, go ahead, Joel.
I mean, I'm excited for the season. Obviously, like Tone mentioned, you got Maxi that's just developing. I mean, he Joel lost weight, he put on weight, bulked up. I mean, they're already talking about him the first practice, how he was just, the interesting that came out this week out of camp and practice was the level of intensity during the first scrimmage that they were having they were like, yo, we like running like we're in mid-season form already. And the one thing that stood out to me was that they're, like we already know what Joel Embiid's doing, but they're trying to let Maxi develop into that star. And he came into camp in shape. So I'm looking for him to take another step further than he did last year. And then obviously we got all the key additions, Paul George and all that, but I think everyone's like missing the part of the bench and all the role players that we have now that we didn't have when, Joel came off the court you lost not only the presence of scoring, but the defensive presence. That's no longer the case with us having Drummond out there. Then you got a shooter in Gordon. Then you got Reggie Jackson that came in. We got Oubre back. I mean, it's I'm excited for the team. I have nothing but high expectations for the team, and I'm looking for them to dominate. Obviously, we always gotta factor in the injury factor and hope that we dodge that and it's not something that impact the season for a long period of time. But with Joel Embiid losing weight and making that a level of importance, then you also have Maxey doing his thing, and then Paul George coming in and joining the team. And I mean the coaching aspect, I'm not worried about. It's just now, just hey, let's be smart, stay healthy. We got some guys to eat up some minutes for games that will be trailing, that will be up, and give some minutes back to Joel Embiid and stuff like that. And we won't digress with the presence of Drummond on the court, but definitely. And then as far as the New York Knicks go, I think they did a good trade, but you know what I'm saying? You lost Hartenstein that was playing for something and something to prove. So I think he brought a different type of energy for them last year, where he knew that in back of his mind. You had DiVincenzo that was balling out. You know what I mean? And they gave up some assets as well. But right now I think we got the edge, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Maxi work ethic is crazy. You're right. I mean,
Yo,
as
you
soon
know
as
one thing
uh,
about him, yo. To the comments he made about his work ethic. The thing with him was I seen an interview, yo, where aside of his work ethic, man, is also his approach and his mental to the game. He was under so many different systems, you know what I'm saying, every year that he was in the NBA. And he had so many, he had a role his rookie year, and he had a role his second year. Like, and each year was different. And he was just saying like that he came in, he didn't get frustrated. He didn't say, man, this team don't know what to do with me. You know what I'm saying? He said he just took it as, okay, that's just something that I can learn and add to my game. Whereas those like, all right, yeah, they needed him to be a true point guard, but then they needed them to play off the ball. So now he knows how to be a point guard and to also play off the ball. He said before they had traded for James Harden, he said that they was going to do pick and rolls with him and Joel. So he worked on his floater because coming off a pick and roll, you know what I'm saying? You can do
mhm.
his little. But then it was like, oh, then we make the trade for James Harden. He's like, now my role is off the ball again. So it's just like, yo, and he never got discouraged, never just thought like, yo, you know what I mean? Like this team doesn't know what to do with me. You know what I mean? I want to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? He
Right.
just took that, applied it to his game. And that's why he is the player, you know what I mean, that he is. And to her point, like it just seems that he gets better every year because he takes everything in stride. He doesn't care what role, you get him. He's going to be great at that. You know what I mean? He's going to attack it. And I think now he's in the point of his career where he want to win. And he about to, and I mean, we say this. We've been talking about him for a couple years now, and every year he just turns into like a more of a dog, and it's just like, yo, he about to turn that corner where it's a Tyrese Maxey about to be the one. He about to be that guy, like what I'm saying, top guard. You know what I'm saying, in the East, like like yo, and I even remember when we drafted him, man. And yo and Cat, when you get to work tomorrow, ask Paul, man. When we drafted him, yo, I was like, yo, that's a steal, yo. I was like, I don't know, it's something about that kid, man, because I seen an interview with him before he even went to Kentucky. It might have been even like at the at the All American like practices, because he was All American, playing
Mhm.
the game, and he just made he was just like, yeah, I told my mom. You know what I'm saying? That I'm gonna work hard and I'm gonna get her a house. And I don't know why that what I mean, him just saying that because obviously they all say that. All the guys, saying coming up. But I don't know, it was just something with me when he said that. Then obviously watching him play that year at Kentucky, what I'm saying, doing this thing. And then when they said the Sixers, I was like, yo, young boy gonna be nice, man. I was like, he gonna be nice for us, man. And I told Paul that because he came up and asked me. He was like, yo, who's this Tyrese Maxey kid? Like, I never heard of him. I was like, well, you will in a couple years, man. Because I was like, we got to still. And boy, oh boy, man, I was right
Mhm.
about that, man. Because like I said, man, rising star. Glad he with the Sixers, man. Glad he paired with JoJo. You know what I mean? And this is it, man. This is the best roster that the Sixers has had in Joel Embiid's career. He has to know that. That's why I said he came in 25 pounds, lighter. He's serious, man. This is the best team they got, man. And they just got to make that stamp, yo. They got to make the stamp this year, man. Barring injury, they just got to be that team this year.
Yes, you see what Ty is saying here. Said the next day after losing the playoffs, what I need to do to be better, and you can tell that's his whole makeup. That's everything about Maxey. Like, all right, I can improve on something every single day. He literally said, with all the interviews, like within the last, let's say, last number of months, because I've been watching almost all his interviews. The one he did with Paul Pierce, Jesus, with Paul George, the one he did just on ESPN, like a whole bunch of those little interviews and stuff that he had. He literally kept saying, I need to get 1% better every day. I need to get 1% better every day. Now, you see and hear players say that all the time, but he's the one that actually believe that he means it. Like, he really means, I need to get 1% better. And he shows that every single year from his development. Just gets better every year.
And he showed that. He showed that to me. That game in the guard, man, when he hit that
Woo!
three from the logo, man. Like that game right there, yo. If Tyrese Maxey it wasn't stamped, on your heart, man, that game would had to put you over the hump. Because that dude right there, man, to me, he was the only one on that team who wanted to win on that game. And B gave up. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was just on his lazy John, like not really wanting it. It was like he was
Yeah.
defeated mentally, so physically he couldn't do it. But Maxey said, no, we're not losing this game, man. And that boy's a dog, man. Like I said, I'm glad that boy is a Philadelphia 76er, man. Dog.
Right. And the other thing, man, he does it with a smile, man. He's out there having fun. A lot of people, you just see their whole demeanor change, and he's just cooking, bro. And fast as hell, cooking. I mean, that dude does it with a smile on his face and is infectious. Like
Yeah.
the rest of the team feeds off that. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean. He's probably the heart of the team for real, for real. Like as far as you know what I mean. If he does, how someone to get rattled and stuff like that, you just see him pressing the issue and wanting to win the game, just like he did in the Garden. And I mean, you just brought the Garden game up. I mean, look at that. Like if it does end up being a series where we got to go back, in Philly and go back to the Garden, like I'm more than capable of, like seeing us dominate over there with a healthy MD, with us having Paul George instead of Tobias Harris and Maxey stepping up or even better this year. Like I'm not worried at all, man. Like I just can't wait for the season to get started, man.
So here's a
Hey,
little.
Cap, I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead. Here's a little picture of the roster. With some missing. That's the roster.
You said what?
Right.
With some
And
players missing.
and you don't even see the rookie that we drafted. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The two rookies, like you got what is it, Bona? You got
Yep.
Bona
Yep.
and
Bona.
yeah. And the kid from Kentucky,
Okay.
this guy.
Duke.
He said
From Duke,
this guy.
McCain.
I mean Duke, yeah,
McCain.
McCain.
This guy,
Sorry.
yeah, Twitter
He
finger, yeah,
Yeah.
spirit finger. I'm telling you, watch how many people. I'm telling you, watch how many people be having their hands painted down that joint. Especially if he get a little, couple street games where he cooking. Oh yeah, they gonna be like, give us the McCain special.
Said sour
But yo,
hands.
is it
Yeah.
a way we can like because Joel on his last, when he made his last point, he named a player that's no longer on the Sixers. Um, is there a way that when we say his name, to get beeped out, like so we just won't hear that name along our podcast ever when we gotta say his name?
I'm
Is there a way we
assuming
could do that?
it's not there. I can try.
Yeah, let's try to incorporate something where if the computer's gonna have to catch it, obviously. If it's think we're gonna say that name, it just beeps it out. Like we're cursing and they're censoring it out. We can't say that name no more
Okay,
on this podcast or ever.
just in case, just try Try to say his name now. See what happens.
No,
Tobias.
man.
Tobias Harris.
Yo, he was
Okay,
on Nitty Day smiling, like all he's keys, and I'm like, you bum, man. Oh my
Yeah.
god, man.
So I still follow him on IG, obviously, but he posted this
I
thing up.
never.
No, he posted this thing up like new beginning in Detroit. I'm like, oh my god. I wanted to reply like something crazy on it. No, I can't do it. I just laughed. I'm like, I'll let you live, man.
Yo, remember when he was mad talking about we traded him for a crumble?
That's what I should have put on there. Like just a chocolate chip cookie on the comment.
Yo,
line.
yeah, you should just send a picture of a cookie. Like, nigga, get out of here, yo. Did you
Right.
get one of them in Detroit?
Right.
New
Exactly.
beginnings. I'd have been like, new cookie. Shut up, man.
No, we should have put on the comments, enjoying my crumble cookie. Good luck.
He said I knew exactly who he was talking about.
He knew exactly what he's talking about.
J. Cole.
I'm
Woo.
Yo,
just
man.
happy.
Yeah,
I'm just
you know
happy.
what? You know what?
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna
No,
say
okay.
that's what we might. No, I don't want to slander J. Cole. So no, we ain't gonna use his name either when we trying to talk about that guy either. But no. But maybe just mention his number. I guess I don't know what number is that? He still got 12 over there.
Well, he was 12 here. I don't know what he got over there. I could care less, bro.
Or it could be yo. We could like Prince, you know, the player formerly known as
Tobias.
dude out there, man. Yeah.
Tobias.
No, that's his name now. That's his name now. He was formerly known as Tobias. His name is he's ass, man.
Yeah.
Dang. 0 points, man. I don't know if I'm ever get over that, man.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Never will. But it's funny because there's 3 players I think that y'all react that way. I'm sorry, there you go. There's 3 players I think that y'all react that way too.
Don't even say Mr. Softy.
Nah, I just have that to just show it.
That's Mr. Softy.
Exactly. I just
Don't
show
say
it.
it.
I don't gotta say the name. Did y'all hear? Hold on. Just a little pause in the conversation. Did y'all hear what that man said in his press conference just like the other day?
Now I unfollow.
He literally was like, like I feel 100% better. It's time has changed. Blah blah blah. I feel a whole lot better. And when I was feeling better, I was pretty good, right? Yeah, I was pretty good. So it's yeah.
We ain't
My
falling
man,
for that.
my man is ready for the smoke. You ready, Tone? You ready?
Look at him. Tone steaming it. Tone steaming on the seat. He melting and he like, don't even bring this up. Don't bring it up. Don't
You ready,
do
Tone? You ready?
His glass is fogged up. His glass is fogged up. He like,
you ready for Ben Simmons?
Yo, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, man? I think I'm having the same issue Cap got, man. I think my Wi-Fi got COVID, yo. I can't hear none of y'all saying, yo.
I don't know if he's serious or not, but let's change the subject just in case. All
hey,
right.
look, so we got someone that's projected to come back, Lonzo Ball, right? They're talking about he's healthy, he's ready to come back. I have more faith in Lonzo Ball coming back and playing well than Ben Simmons. And that dude been away from the game for 2 years already. So that just puts it into perspective for me. Like who I think like what the lip service that he gave, bro, like that don't mean shit.
Absolutely. That's the name you can't say. Trigger. Yeah, it's definitely a trigger word for Tone. Apparently, it triggers his whole entire Wi-Fi and shuts it down. His whole Wi-Fi shuts down. Okay. Stop saying his name. You got it. No problem.
All right, I'll move on. From that.
No problem. But that's kind of just continuing on for what we was already talking about and looking at the Sixers team. and what we have right now. Remember what Tone said. This is literally the best roster that we've seen for the Sixers team. I don't want to use the word ever, but this is a really good roster that Morey went ahead and put together. Kind of surprisingly, because it was just like good pickup after good pickup after good pickup, and we're just lining them all up. And it was like I wasn't expecting for this type of off season, but I wasn't expecting all of that, but they did it. And they have no choice but to go ahead and take it forward, especially the way that they're looking at trying to hold MB back to not, be all that crazy throughout the whole entire year, so he can definitely be there for the playoffs. Yeah, I know, Tone, I know, but that's what they're saying. They're trying to hold him back. You think Bronny gonna be better? We was trying to move away from
Wait. Bronny
the
gonna be
BS
better than
talk.
who?
I'm sure he's talking
He-
about.
Ben Simmons.
Wait. Did he? Was it Ben Simmons?
Right.
Yes. We're trying to stay away from the name, man, because your Wi-Fi keep breaking down with it. You ain't lying. Yeah, Bronny is not
Right.
afraid to shoot. He said exactly my point, Ty. Goodness gracious. But, I said with this team, they can really make some noise and actually go deep balls into the playoffs. With this team that they have, with the idea that Maxey would be the one to go ahead and drive this ship the way that they want it to be driven. I think that's all we need.
Right. And the other thing was we still have a good amount of assets. So during the trade deadline, if there is a piece that we can add to this team, it's doable. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And you got some teams like the Knicks that already gave some guys up and stuff like that. And some picks, to make that cat trade happen. But listen, man, I'm excited for that team. And what happened to Tom?
He got so excited for the team that he jumped off and went ahead and started doing something else. Hey, there he is.
Go. See, Ben Simmons messing his Wi-Fi up.
Telling you, soon we start
Yeah,
talking
with
about the man.
Tobias.
Next thing you know, he's glitching.
He said Ben Simmons on some light skin shit. On IG. That's dope boy. D-boy.
Yes. That's funny. Go ahead, IG. The IG never disappoints me. Tone, you back?
Hey yo, Ben Simmons and Tobias must be fucking with my Wi-Fi, dog. Jeez, damn, man. The Ben Simmons and fucking Tobias Harris ghost is fucking with my Wi-Fi. I can't hear nothing.
I thought he was joking. I think he's for real.
Yo, I think he did.
He said his name too much. Tone disconnected. Yeah.
Tone got the juice.
I can still see the comments. So this shit is crazy.
Oh, man.
Okay, let me see. Hold on.
Oh man. Gino.
Yeah, call Gino up. Call him up. Your radiator broke. Your radiator and your alternator. Hey.
I'm even watch. I'm even watching y'all on the John. I'm on the John. Like I was trying to listen to it this way.
Nah, that thing is probably gonna be high like crazy.
Yeah, it's
Gino the
delayed.
mechanic.
Yep.
Gino the
Gino.
mechanic.
He fixed Wi-Fi too. Gino could fix Wi-Fi too.
Apparently, he tried to fix.
Wi-Fi.
He tried to fix mine. That's why there's duct tape all over the mic. Duct tape and bubble gum.
D-Boy just said we need Starlink Wi-Fi.
You know what? You know what's crazy? No, that's what I got though. I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna send you the.
He said that's what he got.
Oh no, I don't. I'm lying. I do got a link, but it's not Starlink. It's Earthlink. My bad.
Yeah, you saw Ty's comment.
Yeah.
She's stirring it up. She's stirring it up.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
over there. Gino get there yet? Did Gino get there? Gino on the door like.
Yeah. Yo, Gino.
What's going on with your Wi-Fi?
Yeah,
as I said, we have to guess your opinion.
Yeah, you do, man. You do, man. I don't know what the hell y'all was talking about, man. But once y'all start, I'm glad though. You know what? I'm kind of glad because when y'all was talking about Tobias and Ben Simmons, I couldn't hear none of that shit. I'm glad. I ain't gonna front because I was gonna grind them up anyway.
It was Stokes. He started with the whole Bronny. He was like, "Who? Bronny better than who?" And then you just cut off. He's like, "What the hell happened to him?"
Like he's really bad about Bronny. Gino, he jumped off so Gino can go ahead and get over there. It's starting like that Elon Musk stuff. I don't know, is it? I'm about to say tone, but oh, that's funny. That's funny. That is funny. All right. But Tone, you can hear us now though?
Yo, he in and out, bro. Yeah. Oh man.
God. So
damn, you know, and I just wait, the bill. Wait, I paid the bill. What the fuck?
I don't want to hear that crap. I don't want to hear that. You didn't give me that type of grace.
Nah, man.
You give me that grace.
Nah. Yo, you didn't maybe my Wi-Fi catch COVID, man. Dang.
Ben Simmons out there cutting.
Yeah, he cutting the line. Yeah, man. I should have cut the line when I was doing security in his crib.
Mm-hmm.
I should have let anybody go to his joint. Like, yeah, that's Ben crib. Go ahead, man. You can go ahead there, man.
Yo, there's a question.
Whoa. Yo, I ain't on the controls of that comment. Whoa.
It's pause at the end of it, by the way.
Whoa.
The pause at the end of it.
That, but you typed it though. Like, no.
I did.
So
how does it feel to have your Wi-Fi jacked up, bro? How does that feel? I said pause. Did I not say pause afterwards?
Come on, bro. Nah,
pause. I
type that, bro.
I don't hear that crap,
man.
Look, I don't want to hear that.
Nah, man.
You know,
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
It's good to know that the Wi-Fi in your part of town gets messed up like it is on my part of town. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know about your parts of town, man. I don't know, bro.
Whoa.
No, bro. I don't know. He said, "Cat about to get his revenge." Yo.
Yes.
Yo.
Oh
yes.
man.
Yeah.
That'll be a good one, Joel. Cause y'all was grinding me up. That was horrible.
No, you cloned back. No, it was two.
I gotta go back
bro.
then.
It was two of you, bro.
I still have that one saved. So
I don't know, bro.
I
don't know.
He was like,
no, yours was you got stuck.
Baltimore.
You was asking you if you had Baltimore or Dallas, and you just froze like. And then me and Tone started laughing, and that's when I was like, "Looks like you was gonna say Baltimore."
But hold on though. Was I freezing though?
No. You just went out completely.
You just left.
No, but I'm just saying. But I'm saying, like, was I choppy at all, or could y'all could?
No. It just happened out. You just cut off.
Yeah. You just cut off, and then you couldn't hear us.
Oh, okay. All
Like
right.
I said, with the ether music.
He said, what did he say?
Oh,
The panel. He said, yo, he said you still lead the Wi-Fi battle. Yo,
oh no, is that positive or negative?
next week is gonna be Joe time. I guess it's gonna be Joel time.
Yeah, probably.
Yo,
The way it's going, it's taking turns.
Just so you know, Jarrell, he's wishing for your downfall, man.
No,
That's what
I
he's
ain't
doing.
wishing none.
He's wishing for your
I ain't
downfall. Like,
wishing
yeah,
none.
next week's gonna be
Ooh,
Joel. He's
I ain't
wishing
wishing
for your
none.
downfall, bro.
I'm inviting
No.
Gino to the pod. That's
Yeah,
it. I'm gonna have the
right.
mechanic right here next to me. I'm like, bro, something about to go down. Just be ready.
Yes, I do, Yasmin. Yes, I do. I want to come back. How about that? this trying to say like my Wi-Fi has COVID and spread. Nah.
No, yeah, I don't know.
Wi-Fi's okay.
It did, man. It did, and then you came back
COVID
to work.
burnt the lines, burnt
Yo,
the
then
wires.
he came back to work kind of fast too, man. Like I said, oh, bro, boy, he in quarantine. I'm like, yo. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I
Word?
think
Word though.
Yeah,
Word.
you got Larry spreading COVID all over there.
Word. That's what we do now, bro.
Oh, my bad. That was against HIPAA. My bad. I didn't mean to put that out there. Like,
OSHA going.
I was out for over 5
tomorrow.
days. I would hear that. I'm done.
hey, yo, what was funny though, yo, that Friday when you didn't come in, they was like, yo, where's Larry at? I was like, I don't know. I don't know where he at. They was like, oh, it must be good. He got 3 days off. I'm like, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Then you hit us with the text. I was like, oh no, he ain't off because he wanna be. Like,
Not
I
at
said,
all.
no.
Not at
Yo,
all. I
the
was literally
funny
stuck
part,
in this room.
yo, you didn't even have to call out. You tell the manager like, yo, you didn't watch the podcast. You know I had COVID. I said it on.
Yeah,
the
I know, right.
You should have watched the podcast.
I ain't watching no
I ain't
damn
have to call
podcast
out.
to find out.
It's on record. It's on record. Literally, it's on record.
It's on record.
Yeah.
It's saved on YouTube. Go find it.
You're right.
Make no daggone sense.
Everybody in the world knew I had COVID except you.
Except you.
Right, because they wasn't locked in.
Yeah, you aren't a manager that's tuned in. You're not tuned in.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I'm glad you gave Gino a phone call, bro, and I'm glad the Tylenol's kicking in. You know what I mean? A little bit of Tylenol.
Hold on, wait.
He got
Oh
a
wow,
lot.
yeah, he finished, man. He just said Gino said, all right, bro.
That was Gino.
Yeah, he said he finished, man. He said we all cool, we all clear.
No. Yeah, right. Okay. I promise. I hope you glitch out again one more time before the end of this night, man.
One
more time. Yeah. Glitch out one more time.
So now you praying on my downfall, huh? Oh, all right.
You're already on the downfall, bro. I'm just trying to add to it.
You said right.
The downfall is now. I'm just trying to make sure that it continues. All right. So look, let's continue the show before once again we on here for like another 2 hours. We gotta go over what happened. Well, do we really want to go over what happened last week in the NFL? Because the NFL was rough, bro.
Do y'all want to go over what happened last week?
Jesus, that was rough. Okay, so how about this? So just to save time, Joel, I know you looked up some of the NFL rumors that's been going on right now. So,
man, I mean the trade rumors are swirling. I really think it's going to be a very active trade deadline for the NFL. There is all types of receivers out there right now, and probably a few. I mean, obviously, here in Philadelphia, we're probably looking for a pass rusher because we paid someone that got one tackle so far in the first 4 games with Huff. But they're probably looking for an edge or a pass rusher or something like that. But I mean, the hot name out there right now is Devontae Adams. So you got obviously Tone Squad that might be a fit. Another scary one looking like Washington, and they talked about the New York Jets, Buffalo, a lot of teams, the Ravens, and then you also got D Hop being shopped as well. That he's on the trading that on the trading block, and possible reunion with Deshaun Watson over in Cleveland. So a lot of people out there right now looking to, find a new home that would want to find a new home. And then the two receivers from Carolina also been mentioned with Deontay Johnson and Adam Thielen. So a lot of possible moves, and a lot of people need them. You got KC, obviously that lost Rice, so
Yeah.
you got them looking for someone as well. And the other team was Pittsburgh. So a lot of trade rumors swirling, man, for these receivers and these playmakers. But we'll see what happens.
There's a interesting name that Stokes went ahead and just put up there. Tariq in that situation too. Said he needs to get out.
Right. They actually brought reuniting him and KC together. They will have to move some money around, but obviously they would probably do that if it's feasible.
Can you imagine Worthy and Hill together on the field at the same time? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. He's making you lose in fantasy. It's all about fantasy football.
I don't care about him as a Dolphin. He like, man,
He doesn't care about fantasy boy.
carrying my fantasy away, man.
Yo, that's why you brought up Tyreek Hill. The same thing with Nick Chubb coming back. I'll put that on the comments, bro. I'll put a comment on Nick Chubb coming back on the I think it was NBC Sports. Yo, I got over 4,000 like comments off that thing saying like, yo, I couldn't wait for him to come back. I'm 0-4 in my fantasy league. Everybody was on that. I'm
he
like,
ain't gonna come back and save the day right now.
yo, everyone's on Nick Chubb now. I'm like, what the hell? We'll see. Stokes like, I hope he gets traded because ain't nobody throwing to him in Miami.
Right.
They can't get the ball to him, man.
Yo, what's going on? I know what's going on with Tua, but do we know how long they're saying he's going to be out for?
I think it was week 8 or 9. But still, I think that they're probably not gonna. I mean, this is the third major head injury yet. It's not like, he had a concussion, broken arm, leg, whatever. You know what I mean? This is the same one. I mean, like, rumor was that the coach told him, go be the quarterback for your family. Like, to basically, give up the game because his health is more important. And I mean, like, he has some 3 severe head injuries already. So I mean, I think if he kind of packs it in, he could probably either be part of the team from a coaching standpoint or look at broadcasting or something like that. You hate to see someone go out like that made it to the NFL and wanted to chase their dreams of winning a championship. But I mean, the level of importance from a health standpoint, I mean, I think everyone would easily agree that that's the right choice.
I mean, it's crazy. It'd be surprising to me if he even plays again this season. I know they saying, week 8, week 9. I don't know if they'll bring him back to put him on the active roster, man. But like this is to your point, Joe, man, the third major head injury in a sport where, head injuries, happen, or it's just kind of hard to, say that you could protect yourself from that. Because at any given point, it can happen. Like he could get tackled, and fall and just hit his head on the ground, rather it being, just helmet to helmet, contact. So it's definitely a lot that he should consider. You know what I mean? As far as that goes, man, he's young. You know what I mean? You would think he's still relatively, obviously, good health and good shape. Playing the game at the level he was playing it at. But when it comes to that head trauma, man, you don't want that to be something that affects you and overtakes you. At a later age, man. And football, that happens, man. Because you think about it, man. Even when you probably don't think you getting a concussion or whatever the case may be, you banging and playing football and tackling people and you still hitting your head, getting trauma to the head. You know what I mean? So in some form or fashion. So, but his case have been scary. You know what I mean? As far as like when he was out on the ground, you know what I mean? Like it was, yeah. You see, the game last week when Neighbors against us when he caught the concussion. Yeah, you knew he was messed up, but he wasn't on the sidelines. You know what I'm saying? Like looking like it was scary. Like oh my god, you know what I'm saying? Like what's going on? And the two of the drinks, you know what I mean? That two were caught, man. He did that. So,
Yeah.
um, he really, man. I know probably the love of the game that he has, man. He don't want to retire at a young age, man. You know what I'm saying? He wants to get out there and play because he know he still, can do that because he's physically able to. But it's about your health, man, in the long run, man. I don't know if he's married, you know what I'm saying, his wife, his parents, you know what I mean, his whoever need to really just talk to him, man, and say, hey, you know what I mean, this game don't owe you nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? You did what you did to get here. You know, you were drafted. You know what I mean? You made the money. You put us in a great position, you know what I mean, to be successful, you know what I mean? So you did what you needed to do, bro.
Tua just signed this contract, right? Tua just signed a 4-year, $212 million contract. $42 million is signing bonus every year. 167,171,000 guaranteed. Guaranteed. He don't have to play again. That guaranteed number, now granted, I'm pretty sure it's going to be something that's going to be in the contract that's going to be there that says that if you retire early or anything like that, some of that money you have to go and get back. I'm sure there's limitations to something, but I guarantee you millions and millions and millions of dollars will be given to this man because of the contract that he earned. And if he decides to go ahead and retire or check out and just stop, he made that generational wealth that all these players are looking for. He has it, and he has it locked in. $167 million guaranteed. Yeah, he good.
Right. And not only that, like I'm sure he could probably still get some endorsement deals or be part of the organization and, from a coaching standpoint or, a broadcaster or whatever the case may be. So I'm sure he could do that. He's 26 years old. I mean, unless you a sicko and you playing a 40 like Tom Brady, he probably ideally only has another 4 years, maybe two more after that. But I mean, you could pack it in early. You already got the bag. You could figure
Mhm.
out ways to increase different type of revenue for yourself and your family. And I mean, hell, he could probably be part of the concussion protocol team
Yes.
and making things safer for the players or something like that. But I mean, me personally, I'm in that situation. Like, it's three major head injuries. To Tone's point, like even Devontae Smith, he got up though, like, he got the concussion, he was able to sit up, and you saw he was rattled and all that stuff, but all 3 of the ones that Tua got, you ain't know if this dude was gonna get up off the ground or not. So there were,
Yeah.
like, devastating head injuries, and it's not, something like like, if you had 3 of them where you got knocked out and you got, was, like, okay and stuff like that, and it's like, "Alright, maybe, give him some time to rest and heal, and he'll be back." But this is, like, to me, this is it. But, as
Mhm.
far as what's gonna happen, I guess we're gonna wait and see.
I mean, my man was on the ground looking like he was going, like he was having convulsions. Like it was bad, man. I mean, it's like, remember when we had this conversation, I don't know, it was last year, was it 2 years ago? When he was on the ground, like literally twitching. Like we was then like, yo, he needs to go ahead and give this thing up.
Well,
But
that you talking about the one where it was delayed, where he got hit the previous play and then he just collapsed, that one?
yes,
That's what I'm saying, like, these
yeah,
aren't just like these were, like, some real
yeah,
scary
things died.
moments on the field for him. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Hmm.
Yeah,
man,
they said he should have been even out the game off that first joint.
for
They
off the
they let
first
him,
one,
yeah,
you
off
put him
yeah, the
into
first one they put
concussion
him in on the
protocol
charge,
in
and
the
that's
tent
when he
and check him
that's when
out,
that
and then
happened.
he just that's what I mean. It's not like, yeah,
Uh-oh.
yo, that's what he
Uh-oh.
get. That's exactly what he did. Larry, what's going on? Oh my God. Now we gotta do the show all over again, just me and you, bro. He's back.
Nah,
Dino's on the way. Don't worry about it. He's on
that
the
wasn't
way.
Wi-Fi situations. That literally
I
was
don't
me
care.
trying
I
to
don't
check
care, dog.
Instagram and I hit the wrong button.
Care,
Here
dog.
we
I
go.
don't
Here
care.
we go.
You paid on
That's
my
what
damn
Tone
part to
was
get out
doing.
this job.
Sorry, Instagram, I can't check y'all no more because of the fact that I don't want this to happen no more. So I apologize, IG.
Yeah.
The ones that's on there, I apologize because I can't check it no more because I don't want to hear no more smoke from these boys.
But yeah, they were just devastating injuries, man. So hopefully, he makes the right decision. And
Damn, you can't make this up.
but hopefully he makes the right decision.
I agree.
And then plus, I don't have any Miami players on my fantasy league, so that'll help me out.
Well, I'll tell you, if Tariq goes over to, if he go back to KC, first off, that'd be unfair. But if he goes back to KC, yeah, that's.
I'm gonna just say this, man. If KC get any of those receivers that's on the trade and dead block, it's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's all Mahomes. I mean, I ain't gonna say that's all he needs because clearly he did it without. You know what I'm saying? But if you add that to what he already got, man, they gonna be all right, man. They're gonna be back in the driver's seat. And it ain't even that they're not. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I mean. It looks a little rough right now. You know what I'm saying? But we all know they started off last year like that. Look, you know what I mean? Everybody had butterfingers. They dropping all the passes. Everybody wrote Kansas City off very early last year. You know what I mean? Yeah, if they get Devontae,
family,
man.
I mean, all the teams that are projected to get him, it's going to pose a problem, like a heavy problem. I mean, if you get Buffalo that gets him, if you get the Ravens, Washington was in the mix for Ayuk.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather have Devontae right for a season. Long term, I'd rather have Ayuk. But for the next couple seasons, I'll take Devontae Adams over Ayuk in Washington with the way the young boys playing. Like, bro, that's crazy. And then give Lamar that undoubtable wide receiver one, because he hasn't had that. You know what I mean? That, like, his best receiver has always been Andrews. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The tight end. And you give him, D Hop or obviously Adams or I know they ain't gonna trade Tyreek over there, but man, these teams, man, they got some real serious moves to make. And even your team, Tone, Devontae Adams go over there. You got Adams and CeeDee Lamb. What?
Well, I know y'all.
You won't need a running back at that point. You don't have one now, but after you got that, that'll be scary.
I know you don't follow the Cowboys page, but Mr. Old Head Dummy already said like they're not interested. So
yeah, he said that earlier.
So
he's busy. He's busy landing a helicopter on the practice field.
No, why don't he landed into the side of a mountain or something? Like, come on, man, fuck out of here, man.
I'm like, he should have landed with Devontae Adams in the damn plane. Like, look who I can win and grab the trade deadline. It's all
somebody
about
off
him.
the practice squad. That's what he did. He talking about he ain't gonna look to bring in no defensive end. With Micah and DL being hurt, he want to bring in somebody from the practice squad. Yo, Jerry, call me, man. Call me then, Jerry. I'll play. What the fuck? Like, he decided anybody. Like, let me suit up, man. Damn.
Oh man.
That's fine. Crazy. I could hear her say this too. Like, what a loser. Thank you, Taya. Taya's always on point. Appreciate you, Taya. Okay, so look, the those are some of the rumors that's going on in the NFL. I know some other rumors when it comes to the Eagles that we did not touch on was I don't know what's still going on with Khalil Mack. I think Khalil Mack may still be on the market because just like you said, my man Mr. Huff has one tackle. They literally said I think it was the beginning of week 3 that Jalen Hurts had more tackles than Mr. Huff.
Yeah.
Jalen.
You know what? You know what pissed me off about that already is the fact that you playing like shit, but yet you go on your IG and delete all Eagles related content off your page. Like,
Yeah.
dude, like, what the hell does that have to do with us? Like, coming at you or whatever about,
Who
like,
said this?
no, Bryce, the dude Huff that we traded
Oh,
for from the Jets.
what he do?
Oh, we just signed him.
Page. He just went on the IG page and took everything off that was Eagles related. And the only thing you see on there is all the Jet stuff. And then they were talking about, trade him back to get Reddick back. But
Damn,
it was just,
damn. Oh,
bro,
he
dude,
checked out.
dude's a
He
damn
checked out.
child. I mean, when you signed that big ass contract, like you didn't have that same energy. You know
He
what I'm
want to
saying?
leave after 4 games. Oh, he ain't
Bro,
gonna
that
make it in
dude,
this city.
man,
And one
He ain't
tackle.
gonna make it in this city, bro.
four,
Get him
four
out of here.
games, one tackle, and what he signed for again? Like, dude,
Like
like,
16 million, something like that.
man,
He
listen,
he like KD, huh? He
he
real
might be the
person. He
next
real
trigger word, like Ty be saying. That's gonna be Huff. Like, yeah, get
oh,
the hell out of here.
dang, he a noodle. He took that all. Get him out of here.
Bro,
He
it
don't
was
want to be on
so
the
much,
team.
so many things going on right now with the team. I can't even get into it. I'm just glad it's the bye week, and I can't.
Tell me
I
about
just
it.
can't. I just can't.
We just need this offense to go ahead and be back together again, and then hopefully everything would clear up. But whatever.
But here's the thing. You got Huff doing that.
True.
You got Darius Slay posting all his accomplishments after you just got your ass kicked, right? And then you go on the podcast with Michael Parsons and talk shit about CJ, right? About how, whatever with the game. Then CJ commenting on that. You know what I mean? And then you have someone that's eager to come back in AJ Brown posting the Batman thing. Like, oh, I gotta, like looking at the whole Batman thing that he did. And it's
Mhm.
like, yo, look at the different type of
Yes.
player and the approach that you're having to being 2-2 at this point. You know what I mean? But it's just, man, it needs to be, yeah, we go. Yep.
Mhm.
And that's true. Like it's just like, man, it's a lot of issues that are happening, man. And I think is starts at the top, man. Like that's what I honestly think. And then even during the press conferences where they'll ask Sirianni a question, they'll ask Jalen Hurts, you could just tell like he just don't bang with him. He just like, dude, like for whatever reason, he just not, taking into, he's not like taking the liking to Nick, man, and is clearly an issue.
Yep. Yeah. And
Bro,
yeah,
and I
that whole entire
seen
podcast
Johnny's
thing is
time
crazy.
pop back up last week with the fire Nick Sirianni. They was posting that back up.
Do we need to get Johnny back on the show?
We'll find out after the bye week.
I agree, Taya. How are you on a podcast with the enemy talking about your teammate?
Right. And then today he put out a thing that he apologized and all
Yeah.
this stuff. I'm like,
No.
yo, I commented on that. I put, listen, man, less talking, just play. Like, I don't even understand. Actually, I was gonna ask y'all that question. How do you guys feel about just players in general having a podcast and doing all that stuff?
That's what I was gonna say. I think. I mean, obviously they probably wouldn't be able to do this, but I just think that like when you're in season, you know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't be able to do the podcast. Like, you know what I mean?
Totally agree.
Because it's like after a loss, You know what I'm saying? You going on this podcast, you want to talk about, this and that. And it's like you right after the game, like, what do you really care about, yo? You really care about getting on your podcast versus, reflecting on, being with your team and like, trying to iron out, things that went, wrong from the last game. But you rather get on here and talk your stuff. Like, yo, you're an NFL, NBA, whatever kind of player, man. Why do you need to have a podcast? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, during when you're playing. You know what I mean? When they're during the off season, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Doing your thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a distraction. Then you got teammates, you know what I'm saying, they ain't really obviously all on board with it. You know what I mean? They like, yo, you rather go do your podcast than, you know what I'm saying, come to a team meeting or do things here. Like I don't know, man. That's weird to me, man. Like I'm not a big fan. I don't even watch Michael Parsons' podcast. Like I'm like I'll be mad. I'm like, yo, bro, we just lost. What is you doing getting on the Joe talk? Like I don't want to hear you talk about that, man. Like you know what I mean? And like I said, man, it's just something that I don't think these players should do. You know what I mean? While they're playing, you know what I mean? You got the liberty to do it on the off season, but to me, you're not totally all the way locked in if you worried about being on some damn podcast. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? When your team's struggling and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good
Right.
point right here. Marlon Humphreys went live on the plane. Lamar said, "Cut that thing off." Yeah, that's a really good example. And Ty has here the Saquon declined the interview because he needed to be locked in.
Right. And that's the thing, man. Like I totally get as to why they're doing it, but it's not the time. You know what I mean? I mean, like, I mean, we do our podcast. We know like what's all involved and what it takes and stuff like that to make this happen, and some of the things that we do behind the scenes. So I can't imagine that they're, and theirs are obviously a little bit more elaborate than what we got going on. So it's a lot more time involved with what they got going on, and it's just like I don't see the point. Obviously, you know what I mean. Not definitely during in season. You know what I mean? So it's like, dude, off season I could see, you know what I mean? Maybe you want to do a podcast, talk about the season and take us on the journey on what you're trying to do, during the off season to get prepared for the up and coming season or after you retire, like some of the players have done, you know, and you know, uh, start a different avenue in a career doing podcasting and stuff like that after you're done. But in season, it just doesn't make any sense. Even if you have all the right intentions of saying the right things and not making it seem someone is going to have an issue with it. You know what I mean? Whether it's a teammate, coaching, or organization, and it clearly does become a distraction.
Look, these people. I mean, here's the thing, right? Uh, do y'all watch or have y'all ever watched the
Yeah,
Kelsey's podcast?
I watched a few of them, but
Yeah, so I was one of those ones that like I used to watch every single episode. I kind of stopped like within this last year. Uh, but the one thing that I liked about theirs is that theirs wasn't like predicated on like trying to talk to other players and stuff like that, and like especially during the season, they may want to talk to a teammate and what have you, just like that how did they get along, how did they get past stuff, blah 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 blah, but not like what Slay did when it comes to Micah. I mean, nothing like that at all. So if you want to have a podcast that kind of just, allowed for the fans to get more involved into the sport that they're into, that's cool. But when it turns into like a cat talk and what have you with the enemy, that makes absolutely no sense. That makes
right.
no sense at all.
And you involving a teammate of yours because he
Yeah.
commented on like, "Yo, like what? Like, you know what I mean?" So it just, man, and that's the whole thing. It's just like when you have a bad game and you got like, look, I get it. For them, is a job. You know what I mean? For a lot of these players, let's not be fooled. Is a job.
Right.
Then you got some players like Saquon that declined the interview because he wants to be locked in, where he takes that shit serious. And he's like, bro, I don't know about you, but I'm trying to win a chip. And you might be happy and content with not winning the chip. And that's why you start having these issues with the team where it's like, bro, how you on the defensive squad? Are you talking about me, your teammate, with another player from one of our rivals in the division? and you think it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like
Mhm.
right now, if you ask me who you think takes the game more serious, I would say CJ takes the game more serious
Absolutely.
than Slay, like easily, like without even
Easily.
thinking twice about it. But you got Slay where he wants to talk about all the shit that he did years and all my play, Pro Bowl, this, and that. Bro, I don't want to hear none of that. I'm trying to see what you're doing now. This is a what have you done for me lately type thing. Because
Mhm.
the eye on the prize is winning the championship, and clearly you don't have that prize. The eye on your prize. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dude, like you just need this lock in and make sure that we all on the same page as far as like from a team standpoint. You know what I mean? Big play Slay is giving up the big play Slay right now.
Yes,
You
he
know what I
is.
mean?
Ma-
That's what he's
How about
doing. He
this?
just need to talk less and play more, man. Like just let the talking happen on the field, bro. Like that's it. During the off season, do whatever the hell you want. But like
Right.
I honestly started really, and it ain't because we do a podcast. I really started taking it into consideration, like if these guys should do it or shouldn't do it, especially during the
Mhm.
season. It's clearly a distraction.
Absolutely. So that's Slay making big plays this season. He wasn't making a whole lot of big plays last season either.
Yeah,
Let me just
he's
saying.
giving up a lot of big plays. That's what he's giving up.
Absolutely. And like you can't talk about anything when it comes to CJ when it comes to giving up that touchdown last week to Olave, because last I remember that last touchdown with Atlanta that was given up by him.
Right.
Like come on. Like, come on. And this is the person that you expected to go ahead and line up with. This is the person that you're supposed to be, like if anybody's supposed to be on the same page, it should be the corner and this safety. They need to be on the same page. And then you trying to get on the right side of the enemy. Wait, is he trying to be in Dallas? Like what's the point? What's the point? And last I remember, there's not one championship ring that Slay has. He definitely didn't get one in Detroit, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure he didn't get one in Philly. So why are you bragging about all your Pro Bowls, bro? Like
Right.
now is not the time. Like you need it.
Right.
You're at the end of your career. You need to be better and aim for better. Just saying.
Right. And you pointing out all your accolades and your accomplishments. To me, you just basically saying you're not the problem. Like that's the way I'm taking it. If I'm your teammate, you're like, oh look, last time I checked, this, that. Oh, okay, yeah, that's all great. But let's talk about the stats of this year and the play on the field this year and what you're doing
Mhm.
this year. You did all that in the past, but this is what you're doing now. So let's talk about this. This is what's in front of us right now. So, like I said, man, let's talk and more play.
You're going to go ahead and mess around and you're going to get your job taken by the young boy that's sitting there waiting on you. You know what I mean? Like the one young boy already took the other boy's job.
Right.
Mitchell's doing his thing on the other side.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's a
mean?
great point. That's a great point because you could take all those like targets and how many yards that they've been catching against them. I had it too. I'm gonna actually put it up on our page where it's gonna compare where they both rank, and you got the rookies just outperforming them, man.
Mhm. And then I mean they're attacking him more. They're attacking Mitchell a whole lot more than Slay right now. So you would think that the numbers would be a whole lot better. You know what I mean? Going to Slay because he's not being tested as much. No, psych. That's not the case. And then there's Cooper DeJean sitting right there like, keep on messing up. Keep on messing up. That's the reason why they drafted me in the second round. Keep on messing up. He's right there waiting. So anyway, go ahead, Slay. Your weird self. It's a shame because I actually was a fan of Slay and the whole entire Slay family. I'm a fan of his story. Like someone that had a kid like in high school, like his oldest child he had like in high school, something like that. So loved his story, but right now he's disappointing me, man. You want to talk to Micah? Go ahead, you can. Don't do that thing live. don't have a podcast on it. You want to be cool? Go ahead, cool. Go ahead, talk to your boy. But you don't got to put that thing out there like that. Especially not in Philadelphia, not the way that we are. It's like really, like okay. Anyway, enough of that. There you go, Tyre. We went ahead and talked about that another podcast that just naturally just went ahead and came out. Pause, maybe. But regardless, we went ahead and had that. We had that discussion. So we're good now, Taya. All right, Joel, it's time to discuss where we sit when it comes to what we pick.
Yeah, we're gonna go over that next week because I already told you the technical difficulties, but I got the games we got to pick this week, and I promise everybody that we will have the breakdown on where we at for the year. But the first game
That's a good
Thursday
one,
night.
Taya.
Yep. Right.
That's a good one. Give me Orlando Scandrick vibes. Absolutely.
The first
You know
game we
about
got
Orlando Scandrick.
Thursday night, Bucks versus Atlanta.
Is your
That's
joint
kind of
working out,
tough.
Tom? All right, make
That's
sure.
kind of tough. That's kind of tough.
Games in Atlanta too.
Ah,
Both teams beat the Eagles.
ah, damn. Oh, I'm gonna go Tampa.
Both Taya and Stokes say Bucks.
You said Bucks, Tone?
Tampa. Yeah, give me Tampa.
Definitely, I see you on IG. Lil Miriam, I see you.
I'm
Mr.
going
Know It All
Atlanta.
Podcast is in the building. What's up, bro?
What
going
up, boy?
ATL.
I'm going to take Atlanta as well.
All right, next game is actually 9:00 in the morning on Sunday. Jets versus Minnesota.
Stupid.
Jets versus Minnesota. Give me the Vikings.
9 a.m. Ooh.
That's the London joint, right? They in London,
Yep.
right?
I'm actually going Minnesota as well, just because Aaron Rodgers banged up. So I don't know. Going with Sam Darnold. That's wild.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah. He talking MVP.
That's crazy. Stokes got the Jets. Taya got Vikings. Larry's going to go with the Vikings as well.
Mr. Know It All got Minnesota.
Yeah, he said Minnesota. Yeah.
Who you got, Larry?
Minnesota.
Oh, that's
Vikings due
sweet.
for that game. I can't.
All right,
see
for it, the
Rodgers
best
having
4:00
a
game that I found was San Fran versus San Fran's playing. Oh, the Cardinals.
San Fran playing the Cardinals.
Yep.
Is Debo back this week?
I'm not sure.
Didn't he play last week?
I don't think he. Let me see. Let me go on to that. I was over here. I was actually looking up Slay and
And the Micah thing.
Mitchell. No, Mitchell's
Oh,
But yeah,
Slay
I think
and
I take
Mitchell stats.
yeah, but just give me the 49ers though. Give me the 49ers anyhow.
Okay, very good. They said he was playing. Debo was playing last week.
Yeah, because he wore that outfit and he had a purse. Like what's going on, man? What is going on?
Once again, I'm gonna show you what Taya said earlier.
Yeah, man.
So weird.
Yeah, man.
Diddy party vibes.
Yeah, man. Hey, yo, y'all seen that interview with Suge Knight 22 years ago? What he said? When they said something about Dr. Dre, Diddy, and Snoop, some of it, Jones. Some of it, Jones. He was like, man, I don't go to them kind of parties.
And all I know is a lot of people very, very quiet
ago.
right now.
Very.
That's all I gotta say. There's a lot of people really walking on some eggshells.
That's because they was caught in action, man.
This is gonna be an epic bombshell.
Yeah, man. Yeah, when you think about hip hop, yo, and his name be brought up, yo, it's like it's gonna be devastating to talk about him in hip hop, yo.
Yep.
Just in
so
case.
You got San Fran or the Cardinals, Larry?
I got me San Fran.
I got San Fran just like Lil Miriam.
All right, I'm going Cardinals.
Okay.
All right. Tones game Sunday night. Dallas versus the Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Ooh.
I'm going Steelers.
Dun.
I'll get that out the way. I'm going Steelers. I already know Tone ain't going against the Cowboys, so it's up to you, Larry. Steelers or Dallas?
I'm matching what this young lady just put up there right now. Steelers.
Yeah, and I see, yeah, little Miriam. I see you on IG. She say the boy.
Sheesh. And she lives in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, she know what's up.
That's a divided household. Her and her dude. He coming down for the Eagles versus Pittsburgh game. I was talking to him. She's probably like, no, I'm gonna be cheering against him all the way.
Got Lady Leo said Steelers
all the way.
Yeah, that's right.
All the way a blowout. Get out of here.
Yo, who you got? Who you got, Bold Eye? I see you on there. Don't be smiling. He putting that laughing emoji.
Right? Yeah.
You gotta pick a team.
Right. We ain't trying to see you laugh. Pick a squad.
All right, the Monday night game is KC versus New Orleans. That's a tough one, too. It's in KC. Now, mind you, Steelers. Yes, sir.
What are you looking to bet? Is that why you put the odds? What's that about?
Huh?
Hit my jack. Hit the deal, buddy. That's all I'm saying. Throw the eyes at me. Let's go. You a Justin Fields guy? You Justin Fields guy? Okay.
Yeah. All right. So we got KC and New Orleans. Now, keep in mind, KC lost Rice too.
Yes, they did.
I still like KC against them, man.
Yeah, me too. I was trying to throw you off. Yo, the only good thing about that, in one league I got Rice, and in the other league I got Kelsey. So once Rice got out the game, Kelsey started eating. So I was like, all right.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, finally, I get some dividends because he been non-existent the whole season.
Yeah, what's up?
Kelsey's trash, bro. I was like, damn, bro.
He says he got with sugar.
Man, them weak ass legs. This was a long off season. What you think happened? Traveling around the world. Let's go.
Come on, man. He is Swifty.
Yeah, he was Swifty, all right.
Yeah. He playing shit to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Leave that alone, man.
My man going in.
As you
Everybody
see,
going KC. Damn.
As you see our Instagram people, I'm riding with them. I'm going KC as well.
All right. Those are locked in, man. Tone, you sure you don't want to take the Steelers?
Nah, man, we're gonna steal that win. We're gonna steal that win in their building.
Yeah, your top what? Yeah, your top. Top 4 defensive guys out too. They ruled them out already.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, against all odds, man.
No, it was 3 defensive players and Brandon Cooks out.
And Brandon Cooks, yeah. Mm-hmm. He was non-productive anyway.
Parlays and fantasy. Bro, I've been picking Kelsey for a touchdown prop bet on like all my damn bets, man. And I'm like, this dude.
Now watch the first week. You don't do it, he gonna score a touchdown.
Nah, I'm doing it.
Like 3.
He gonna get one sometime this year. Shit.
He's gonna get one.
All right, well, there you go. All the picks are in. IG, I appreciate all y'all. Hold on.
Hold up, perfectly flawed.
Perfectly flawed.
Yeah, Bucks.
Vikings, 49ers, Steelers, KC. I see you, my dear. I see you.
Perfectly flawed. Okay. Send me $20 and I'll put the bet in for you.
Yeah,
if it hit, we win. If we lose, you lose.
Yeah. If you lose, we lose.
I'll put the bet in for you. Send me a dub. If it hits, we win. If you lose, if you don't hit, you lose $20.
You see how that works? Give me my money. Like what?
Give me my money. Oh shit.
Oh
shit.
There you go. All picks are in. Yeah, she literally said, "Give me my money now."
Yeah.
Yeah, you want money.
Yeah, it's either that one or the freaking what's the lawyer John? It's my money and I need it now.
Oh yeah. JG Wentworth.
Yeah, that John. Oh shit. Yo, shout out to everybody on IG because now I'm actually using my phone right here to keep up with you guys. And I can actually see everyone on YouTube on the screen. So shout out to everyone tuning in. Really appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for real.
y'all been on
For
fire
real.
all day. Appreciate y'all. Definitely appreciate y'all. All right, it's that time to go ahead and shut this thing down. We literally been on here for 2 hours again.
Dang, we be having fun, man.
You ain't lying, bro.
We be having
You
fun.
ain't
So
lying. But hey, let's go ahead and shut this thing down. We appreciate every single one of y'all that tuned in today. In my opinion, it was a great episode, but it was a great episode because of y'all. Y'all guys made this thing great. Thank y'all guys for laughing and joking and everything with us. Y'all guys make this whole entire thing a fun time, seriously. And we definitely appreciate every single one of y'all. But it's time to officially shut this thing down. Let me cue the music. Break it down. Third game is on you, homie.
Hey man, thank you guys for tuning in and listen. Like I gave the guys the news last week, I was able to grab some tickets for the Jerron Boots Ennis fight coming up. And we will be in the building, GNT Sportstalk. I let Larry and Tone know last week. I grabbed the tickets for their birthdays. Last week was Larry's birthday. So if you didn't give him a birthday shout out, it's never too late. Happy birthday, Larry. And I gave them guys the tickets. But we got 2 tickets that we're giving away for the Jerron Boots Ennis fight. But you have to be at Dimensions to get those for our next event at Dimensions 1020, where we got the Eagles going against the Giants. So we're going to have a few things that you need to have set in place. They're 100 level tickets. I got 8 tickets all sitting together with the GNT crew, and 2 tickets will be given away during the event. Other than that, thank you guys for tuning in. GNT Sports Talk, Bird Gang signing out.
yo, man. Yo, this is what GNT do, man. This is what we about, man. We for the people, man. You know what I mean? Y'all show up and show out for us, man. So we got to do the same thing for y'all. And you just learn to support, man. You know what I mean? Just keep at it, man. Stick with us, man. And y'all gonna see some real big things, you know what I mean, come our way. And obviously we want to share that with y'all. So appreciate the love, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in for another episode, man. Episode 62, man. We had fun, man. It was, like I said, it was over 2 hours. You know what I mean? We had fun with, with this, man. So we thank y'all for everybody who's tuning in. Yes, that counts for you too, Tyre. You know what I mean? First lady, let's go. Let's get it. You know what I mean? You show up, like he said, Joel said, you show up 10-20, you're in the running for the ticket. So, you know what I mean? Show up, support us with that, like which I already know y'all gonna do. So, you know what I mean? Thank y'all in advance for that. So, and then y'all obviously know what I do. The name's on the screen, Tone the Promoter, man. And what we do every third Friday of the month is have a show called Laugh the Pain Away. It's a poetically infused comedy show, man, where we serve free wine and you got 3 poets, 3 comedians, man, that come down there and rock the house. The place is in Manny Young, so you ain't got to worry about getting shot. You know what I mean? None of that old crazy stuff, man. But keep it on you, though. You don't want to leave home without it. But, man, you know what I mean? But come through, have a good time with us, man. Good vibes, man. This show is fire. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, every third Friday. Follow me on Instagram at Tone_the_promoter_ to get the tickets. Links in the bio. You know what I mean? And continue. And we just love the support. Continue to support GNT Sports Talk. Until next week, y'all. Let's get it.
Look, what else can I honestly say? We're going to the Boots fight, yo, because of my birthday and because of my boy right there, Joel. Joel, appreciate you, bro. But here's the thing. Y'all got an opportunity to join us. So why not take advantage of the opportunity? to go see a live fight with your boys. Oh, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. But hey, look, until next time, we appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank y'all so much for showing up and showing out on this show. As always, until next time. Oh,
what up, B? Yo, B just hopped on IG. What up, B?
There you go. I'm glad I went ahead and paused for a second. But hey, the last thing y'all going to see, for the ones that did not make it to the last event we had at Dimensions, here's going to be a little taste of what you're going to get on October 20th. So until then, God bless every single one of y'all. Until next time, peace.